17 days. I'm pretty sure Toon John should know what happens in 17 days. Trife gets turned on. X, why does this game insist on doing everything that will make me sad? Making us fight 21-0? At least we didn't have to fight 6-0. Soma QZ, hello! The train has left. The hype train. Toonjon, Soma! Both Dragon Quest XI fans. Look at all the slime badges. I love them. They make me happy. Today's kind of a sleepy day. I woke up kind of early. Speaking of, Soma QZ with the Twitch Prime sub. Welcome back to the Jump Club. Can we get a whole bunch of slimes in the chat for Toon John and Soma QZ? For those of you that are not subbed, you can still put slimes in the chat by typing Slimebo. Yeah, there we go. Kapows. Alright, so now that we finished these, we should be able to get in there. Thank you very much for the support you guys provide, River. Oh, that's right.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We apologize for the inconvenience, but locks on each sub-unit must be deactivated before accessing the main tower. Tower sub-unit access granted. Tower sub-unit access granted.
There we go.
Tower sub-unit access granted.
There you go, Star Fox. You got it's slime all lowercase, and then Bo is just B-O with a capital B.
Hello, and thank you for choosing Tower System Services. We apologize for the inconvenience,
I'm not gonna hack them? Alright.
but
Okay, I took way too long. Gotcha.
have a great day.
I was looking at chat. What is this? Alright, got another set here. Fucking firewalls in this one. I don't like firewalls. Alright, that was much better though. Those slimes get... Those metal slimes get... just steadily more crazy, Trife. Hey, games are amazing. Especially with the addition of Twitch. We did it! First one was the hardest of the three, I think. You really want some jalapeno poppos? Me too. And now we get to go through this one.
Special prize is waiting for you inside the tower. We look forward to serving.
Alert. Enemy caution level rising. Cause is most likely concern over Unit 9S gaining access to tower.
Did I just hit that thing for 11,000? Toon John gifting Starbucks a sub. Thank you very much.
They won't stop coming.
Ugh.
Alert. Allied signal detected.
Allies?
Devil and Popola.
Wait, you?
9S, we've been expecting you. The two of us will take things from here. You need to open the door to the tower.
Ah shit, they're fighting. Excellent. We'll handle things.
Devila? Popola? What are you doing here?
Remember your promise?
What are you talking about?
Come on, 9S. Hack in while you can.
None of this makes any sense!
We'll explain everything once we're inside.
Hey, that's okay, Selma. There's no rush. This is taking a very long time to hack, though. And they are ripping into these machines, though. Hey guys, use your magic that the other models had. No fuck redheads. Look at these two. Every time I do this hacking though, the music reminds me of Dragon Guard 3. The 2D sections of Super Mario Odyssey. Well, it's an 8-bit style music, but I mean like the actual style itself, the music, the theme itself, reminds me of something from Dragon Guard. What? Fruit.
What's this barrier?
Analysis. It is part of a closed defensive system.
Well, how do I break it down?
Hypothesis. Unit 9S could permit his self-consciousness data to lose control. The resulting energy surge has an acceptable probability of temporarily paralyzing the barrier.
That's almost as bad as not going in at all!
Yeah, that's good. I like that idea, Selma. You can't handle these slime badges? I can. They're amazing. Look at them.
Popola!
No, don't! You can't do anything! The wall's got a self-closing algorithm!
Devil and I, we have to atone for our sins no matter what!
But if you do that, your circuits will...
Devil! Right.
Devila!
I hope you don't regret this.
Oh shit, it's Popola who died this time. So, Toon John, if you didn't know, Wintrigue was the one who designed them. Well, kind of. She's the one that did the drawing for them. She's very, very proud of it, and I'm proud of it. Hey, Shiny Tentacle got the slime bow in there. Data records recovered for units Devila and Popola. Do you wish to open this data now? Yeah. Why wouldn't I? I love all the history and story in this game. A dusty wind kisses my cheek. Buried in sand, we press forward one step at a time. We have nowhere else to go after all. Because our models, the Devil and Popola models, are defective. Record transitions in the project's initial phase. When first we woke, there were still people. They had flesh, egos, emotions, souls. and they issued us a single order. Function as observers of Project Gestalt. This is the sole mission of the twin Devil and Popola models. It is the only reason we exist at all. We were the latest model. Though many companions shared our appearance, there was a sparkle in all of our eyes, a sense of pride at having been entrusted with humanity's future. And yes, there was anxiety as well. But we existed as a pair. We shared destiny's burden as a pair, and because of that, all hesitation was swept away. Each pair was given their own cities as observation areas. We were ordered to guide the replicants with our own hands, all for the sake of the promised time that would one day arrive. We were the only ones who could handle such a duty. We were observers, after all. Ah! Watch out! Devila staggers and falls in the soft yet unforgiving sand. I hurry to her side and sigh with relief when I find out she's not seriously hurt. Are you alright? Sorry, sis. Guess I spaced out there for a bit. She smiles, the same wry smile I know so well, as she rubs absently at her leg. It is wrapped in a white bandage. Your bandage is coming undone. Here, let me change it. It's alright, Popola. Come on, we have to go before we lose the light. We won't be going anywhere if sand gets into that thing. Now quit whining and hold still, I'll be quick. Devila grunts and turns away. I take it as consent. Soon we are resting in the shade of a nearby rock as I pull the bandage free. Artificial skin, torn and bloody, peels from beneath this bandage. Judging by Devila's current lack of ambulatory control, I imagine the circuitry underneath has been damaged as well. Taking a deep breath, I check the circuitry to see if it can be repaired. Replace the bandage and hope for the best. Okay. As expected, wiring in the nerve circuitry has been damaged. Replacing it will require new conductors, as well as some tools. None of which is easy to find in the desert. Sorry about this, sis, mutters Devila. That wry smile again. It kills me every time. Don't you dare apologize, I respond. You've done nothing wrong. I calmly change the bandage, trying not to let my worry show. I make it as tight as possible so no sand can slip inside. It's all I can do until I get the proper materials. But that's going to be a tall order considering our current condition. I'm sorry, sister. Okay, now you're apologizing. We both apologize, one insisting the other's apology isn't necessary. Are they Canadian? It's kind of funny in a way. Such a trivial exchange under such circumstances. We laugh together, the sound echoing out across the desert before being stolen by the cool evening wind. Zerk, hello! Report regarding the increase in relapses. There has to be some way to prevent relapses. Devila's sharp voice echoes through our private quarters. You must be quiet, sister. The replicants will hear. Pfft, they wouldn't understand even if they did. That might be true, but regardless... Annoyed at my hesitation, Devila crosses her legs and scowls. The black scrawl took another victim, she says. That's 3 this month. It's spreading way too fast. Let's wait and see what happens. I'm tired of hearing you say that. Her shout makes me jump. Just a little, but enough to make her notice. Seeing that, her eyes suddenly wide open. I'm sorry, sis. It's not your fault. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. It's okay. I understand. It's all going wrong. You can feel it too, right? When I was first assigned to Project Gestalt, I was over the moon with pride. But now my chest hurts just to think about it. If it were to fail... Before we knew it, the replicants had gained a sense of self, and the black scrawl started raging out of control. It moved fast. So fast. Like a wind. Popola and I would go to the observation room and act like it was all okay. We'd talk to the replicants as if we didn't have a care in the world, but at night we'd just hold each other and share the horror of it all. I'm glad you were with me, murmurs Popola. I couldn't handle being an observer all alone. We were able to endure because we had each other, I reply softly. Did the humans see this coming? Is that why they made a twin model? Were they really so clever? Were they really so cruel? I couldn't have done this by myself. I would have descended into madness. I simply couldn't bear such a burden all alone. When I get the chance, I'm going to try contacting another city, she says. Maybe these abnormalities are a localized phenomenon. I pray that's the case, I reply. Even if we're of no use ourselves, things will still work out if other observers can pull through. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. But it wasn't okay. Nothing was okay. All thanks to a pair of Devila and Popola models from another town. The wind rubs my cheeks. The sand grazes my skin. It's grown cold out there. We walk with renewed purpose, hoping to make up for lost time. Devila loses her balance every now and then, and it gets bad after a while. I slip myself under her arm so she won't fall again, and we press on. Is your leg alright? Well, I doubt I'll be dancing anytime soon, but yeah, it's fine. She smiles as she says this, but I can tell she doesn't have much left. And yet, she continues to smile, also I don't worry. I remember when our resistance allies injured her leg. I was furious, beyond furious. I wanted to scream and cry and lose myself in it, but then she smiled, and all of that rage just drifted away. They think we have the same face, yet such different smiles. One day, I realized how she reminded me of the martyrs I'd seen in old records. That was the day we decided to leave our town forever. Record of Project Gestalt's end. Our role as observers ended on the day Project Gestalt collapsed, all due to the actions of the Devil and Popola models from another town. With the original Gestalt lost, humanity was doomed to an inevitable extinction. Sidebar, the original Gestalt was Nier. Knowing this, we gathered what remaining replica data we could find and launched it to the surface of the moon. And though success was unlikely as finding a lost sand grain in the desert, we still had to attempt it. We still had to try. We were androids, you see. Protecting humanity was our instinct. Other androids, beholden to that same instinct, began to direct their hate at the Devil and Popola models who snuffed out humanity. It started small, a few offhand remarks, the occasional glance, but even the smallest things have weight, and with enough of them combined, the weight eventually became a boulder. Emotions boiled over, remarks became jeers, and soon enough, my sister and I were the perfect target for persecution. At first, we simply accepted the fact that our friends turned on us. It was almost unavoidable, I suppose. We were observers for Project Gestalt, after all. And while we didn't cause it to fail, the people who did, well, they looked just like us. So we accepted it. We took the resentment and scorn. We endured. Because as crazy as it sounds, I think we actually felt responsible. We moved from town to town in an effort to avoid persecution, but in one such town, my seemingly infinite patience finally broke. My sister Devila met with an unprovoked violence at the hands of a resistance member. She said something in response to his taunts, something quiet. And though her words were ambiguous, he slashed her leg nearly in two. My vision narrowed, everything went red, and then she smiled at me. It's okay, sis. There's nothing we can do. But it was too late. My emotions were no longer in my control. I'm simply not strong enough to stand aside and let the most important person in the world come to harm. Devila and I left town that same day. Violence like that wouldn't stop. It was going to happen again, and it wouldn't be coming from just one person. So rather than let them kill us, we ran. I guess it was the greatest resistance I could muster. We lose the sun as dark clouds gathered overhead. We continue our march. A cold wind blasts us, stealing what little body heat we have left. I smell rain in the air. We continue our march. Sometimes we hear animals howling in the distance. It makes us flinch every time. But we continue our march, because even this is better than suffering at the hands of our fellow androids. Why must we suffer this persecution? I know we're the same model as the androids who doomed humanity, so I understand that part. At least a little anyway. But at the same time, we're not them. We're not the same. We are who we are, and that Devila and Popola were who they were. That's how I felt when I saw Devila being hurt. I wanted to shout it at everyone. I wanted to scream. As far as I'm concerned, there's only one Devila, and for her, that's only me. Or there's only me. No one can take the other's place. Rain falls from the sky. It stimulates our sensation nerves like cold needles. We need maintenance badly, but that's a pipe dream, I suppose. No android would dare help a pair of outcasts like us. Are you cold, Devila? I'm alright as long as you're with me, sis. I feel the same. We press our bodies together and try to retain heat. It's cold now, much worse than the searing heat of midday. But we just smile at each other and keep pressing on. There's another camp on the other side of the desert. A new camp. If we can get there, I can finally fix Devila's leg. And I wonder if there's anywhere on this planet that will take us. Hey, what's wrong? It's nothing, don't worry about it. I do what I can to suppress the anxiety in my chest and keep walking. The rain goes worse. It lashes at us without pause. Is this our punishment? I reach out and... touch Devila's cheek or support Devila's body? What do you think? We gotta go with that one. Rain falls down her cheeks like tears. I reach over and gently wipe it away. She smiles, but seems surprised. There's no point in doing that, you know, she whispers. But there is. Because I swore to myself that I would stay with her forever. For that is the fate we twin androids have been assigned. Ought. The failure to manage the area resulted in the collapse of the Gestalt system, which led to the decimation of the human race. Due to the discovery of its instability, the twin system was removed from future Android production designs. Following the incident, the Devil and Popola models were not dismantled. However, in order to prevent further unexpected behavior, they underwent a memory wipe. Furthermore, they were reprogrammed to regenerate constant feelings of guilt. What?
That is all that remains from their personal record during the era in which they were referred to as administrators.
I see.
Query: why do the androids Devila and Popola seem to prefer death over surviving alone? There was a very high probability that at least one could have escaped.
I hope you never have to understand.
Affirmative.
Aw, that's sad.
Query: why does this tower possess an entrance at all? All material transport takes place via aerial vehicles. It is irrational for an infiltration route to be so easily accessible. Hypothesis: entrance is a trap.
That's a good entrance. And Selma, I like how we were all quiet in the chat during the reading.
I don't care. I just have to kill them all.
Man, you're getting bloodthirsty there, Nines. Moldavite! You gotta appreciate 9S's brass balls, though. He's out there to get some fight. Why are these buildings upside down? You know what'd be really awesome is if this was a location from the original Nier. But alas, it's not. Oh, you wanna fucking fight, robot?
Corrupted Yorha units.
Oh, okay, I guess so. Alright. I feel like they should be able to kick 9S's ass. But they didn't level up that much, let's be real. Sorry, I'm looking around at this area, it's really cool looking. So apparently I can get meteorites here.
Choosing Tower System Services. We're so pleased you've chosen to visit the tower today. Don't forget about the special prize for the guest who unlocks the last subunit in the room just ahead. You're going to love it.
I'm gonna kill you.
I don't know about that. This does remind me of something, though. Drakengard. This reminds me a lot of Cathedral City. Like, a lot. Of course.
2B models? I'm glad I got to see you here. I truly am. I'll tear you apart. Every last one of you!
Not entirely certain, So I need to put that thing for 10,000.
2B! 2B! Don't worry, I'm going to kill you now!
Bottle bomb! Oh shit, I didn't... What? I didn't remember starting that. Right? Whoever designed this was really shit. Oh, that was the surprise. The exploding versions. Ah, it's so good.
Alert. The structure known as the tower has opened its gate.
Let's check it out.
Hang on, I'll go there in a sec. Just running over to the save point here. The other save point was probably closer, now that I think about it. The one in the ruins, but whatever. I've learned not to fall into the hole of shame. Yeah, apparently. Which, in this case, I probably should have gone into the hole of shame. This is the closest save point. Alas, my jumping prowess is not great. But Devila and Popola, I feel bad for them, and at the same time, I kind of wish they were the same models from the first game. Why are you trying to fight me, Miss? Like, why? Guess I didn't have to run all the way there once the saving possible stuff popped up. But whatever.
A2, right? We went ahead and opened the tower. 9S is already inside.
A2's like, shit, 9S is insane.
I see.
Okay.
We 9. Say. Did we manage to help? You did.
Oh, fuck.
We 9. I see.
Is this an elevator? I feel like this is an elevator. A2 is kind. It's true. But those aren't machines, right? I feel like A2 had a lot more time to break free of her initial programming. Yeah, another Moldavite. Yeah, this reminds me a lot of Cathedral City. If you guys don't know Cathedral City, it is featured in Drakengard 1 through 3. And I'm wondering if that was what they were going for with this.
This is a Yorha corpse.
Hypothesis. The corpse is likely a result of Yorha Unit 9S's advance through the area.
Let's go.
Be cool, because I was told that Nier Automata has references to every game in the series. So I'm wondering if this is a reference to Drakengard 3, because that one was the one that most prominently featured Cathedral City. And Cathedral City's popped up out of nowhere in Drakengard lore overnight, so, and this tower kind of just popped up out of nowhere in this game, so I guess that could make sense. Oh shit.
What's the purpose of this structure?
Unknown. Proposal. Gather additional data.
Someday I need to teach you how to be helpful.
Hey, meteorite. Yeah, Golar. Can't argue with that. Sorry, I'm just speculating. I love the lore of this series, and I've been reading up a lot on it. And yeah, Cathedral City just kind of sprouted out of nowhere and changed that timeline of history. That parallel world of Drakengard. Hey, another meteorite. Sweet. I only need like, what, 8 more? Golar. Pirate. Ah, shit! I know this place. This makes me very happy.
What's up with this place?
Hypothesis. It is a representation of a library.
What's that?
A library is a data storage facility constructed by past human civilizations.
Look, they fixed the ceiling.